Do not join eXp Realty until you watch this. Hey, my name's Dave, and in today's video, we're going to be discussing what you need to know before you make a decision, first off, on eXp, and second off, if you want to join eXp. And if you don't know me, my name's Dave. I've currently purchased over 240 units in 5 different countries: Canada, the US, Costa Rica, Mexico, and Dominican Republic. Now you might be thinking, Dave, why are you talking about eXp Realty when you've already purchased over 240 units and you're a full-time real estate investor? Well, I saw eXp Realty as an amazing opportunity. My wife Melanie and I are already debt millionaires, and I still saw value in joining eXp Realty. And today I'm going to be breaking down a typical real estate agent, an eXp real estate agent, and then an action agent. And if you're thinking, Dave, what's an action agent? Well, it just so happens to be the team that we've built that gets access to eXp through me as a sponsor. And if you want more information on that, I've got other videos on that. But let's dive in. Now let's take a look at the board. I've got it divided up in different sections. Typical agent. What do I mean by a typical agent? This is a real estate agent that joins any other brokerage, right? Century 21, Remax, Sotheby's, Keller Williams, all of that, okay? So that is going to be our typical agent. This is going to be our eXp agents, anyone that joins as an eXp agent. And this is going to be action agents, which is part of eXp, but is coming in through my team and our mentoring program. Okay, so let's start going through each and every one. So first up is commissions. And you're gonna say, Dave, every brokerage has commissions. Yes, I know. So let's do a check mark at every single one. All right. Next up is stock awards, right? Stock in the company, which means ownership. Beautiful, beautiful ownership. This is why I buy real estate, because I like owning real estate. Ownership is very powerful. Now stocks, typical other brokerages, absolutely not, right? They do not give you stock in their brokerage. eXp, 100%, and action agents through eXp, 100%. So stock is so important. Again, I want you to think about this. Don't you want to own a piece of the brokerage that you're at? Next up is revenue share. So typical agents do not get revenue share. I know you might be thinking, Dave, you said Keller Williams, don't they do revenue share? No, they do not. They do profit share. They only share a little bit after all of the expenses have been paid. So there's only one company that does rev share. The typical agent does not get it. So eXp, yes, does revenue share. And why is this important, right? This is the company gives you money for doing the exact same thing that you would somewhere else, right? This is a agent-owned, agent-grown brokerage, okay? eXp will actually give you revenue share for doing the exact same thing you would other places, right? If someone calls you up and says, your friend, your family member, someone off the internet and says, which brokerage should I join? You're 99.9% gonna say the one that you're already at. Well, by doing that at eXp, you get part of the revenue share, right? Also in the action agents. Next up, training. So yes, I will give it up to the other brokerages. They do have training. Now on that note, in my opinion, it is not as good as what eXp offers. eXp has all sorts of online and virtual training. I think it totals up something between 50 to 70 hours a week on all sorts of different markets in North America, right? Because they're a global brokerage. And then training, again, the action agents gets another check mark, and we'll talk about other parts of training. But I mean, specifically training from the brokerage, yeah, I guess all three do it. But in my opinion, eXp supersedes all of that. Next up, creative financing. And you're probably saying, what does that mean? Well, this is exactly how Mel and I were able to purchase over 240 units in the 5 different countries. This is OPM, other people's money, such as seller financing, using people's registered funds, also promissory notes, just to name a few. And other brokerages, right? So the typical agent and other brokerages will not be privy to this, because not everyone does this, right? You have to be a creative financing expert like Mel and I are to be able to understand and show people how to do this. eXp Realty, I have seen some stuff, but I wouldn't say that they necessarily specialize in that creative financing aspect of how to buy income properties like Mel and I do. And then the action agents, absolutely 100%. I could show you how to buy income properties in my sleep using other people's money and none of your own. So this one, definitely the creative financing aspect. If you join through the action agents as part of eXp, right, through us, through myself at the action agents, you get access to our entire creative financing course, our mentoring, right, which we'll kind of dive into the next one. But the actual course, how to find properties, how to negotiate, how to find creative financing, how to structure it, how to do property management, how to build a business structure, taxes, legal, accounting, full disclosure. I am not an accountant or lawyer, but I show you how I built my structures in Canada and the US and the other countries as well. So you get access to this amazing creative financing piece that I will show you as part of it. Next up, coaching and mentoring. Some people might say, yes, other brokerages, and we'll give it to them. Coaching and mentoring, you know, when you come on as a new agent, they'll assign you to a coach or a mentor for your first 2 or 3 deals. Yeah, I agree with that, okay? Now, eXp as well, they do have a mentoring program where they assign you a coach or mentor for your first X amount of deals. Same thing as the other brokerages. Now, more importantly, what I mean when I say coaching and mentoring, right? Yes, there's going to be access to that through the action agent. So yes, there's definitely going to be access to that coaching and mentoring on how to be a real estate agent. But then again, because Mel and I specialize in income producing assets, and I want you as a real estate agent to build a side hustle of income producing assets, there is going to be another aspect of the coaching and mentoring. So yes, 100% you'll know how to be a transactional real estate agent, got you covered there. But then more importantly, we're going to show you how to build and how to buy income properties, like I said, so you can build a portfolio, you can have a nest egg, you can create generational wealth, just like Mel and I have done. So the coaching and mentoring aspect, I am going to be your coach and your mentor as part of the action agents, right? So there's going to be weekly calls with myself. We're going to talk about how to buy properties, how to find properties, how to finance them, all the ins and outs, right? Property management, all that stuff. So I'm going to be answering your questions personally in a private group. I answer your questions within 24 hours. It's a very, very amazing group. And the group learning is just so powerful. So you're going to be getting coaching and mentoring directly through me as part of the action agents on how to build a portfolio yourself. Okay, so more importantly than just being a real estate, transactional real estate agent, I want you building a portfolio. Next up is a house flipping course. Will you get a house flipping course through most typical agents or most typical brokerages? No. House flipping course eXp does have some stuff in their training. Not gonna lie, it's not a full-blown course on how to be a house flipper. They do have some icon agents that show you. Now, as part of the action agents, 100%, you will actually get access to an entire house flipping course from a huge house flipper in Texas, right? As part of our team, right? As part of our upline. So you'll definitely get part of house flipping, how to find them, how to source the materials, what materials to use, how to flip, all of that. You will get access to that. Social media, so important, right? At the time of this video, Mel and I have, I think, roughly about 350,000 followers on all our social media platforms. Now, I'm hoping that's continuing to grow, but social media is so important, right? Lead generation, how to find income properties, how to find your next client, how to liquidate assets, how to get new buyers and sellers, all that stuff. But social media is a huge thing. Typically, most brokerages and most agents do very poorly here, so I would say a no to that. eXp does have some programs, right? So I'm going to say yes here. They have KV Core that helps you with all your social media, and there's lots of training as well, okay? Now, even more than that, right, if you join the action agents through me as part of eXp, you get access to an entire social media training, right? So you'll still get access to it through eXp, but then you'll get our social media training. We'll show you how to create YouTube pages, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, what else is there? Google, SEO, drips, campaigns, funnels, all of that stuff. You will get access to an entire social media. And I'm not saying you have to be a guru in social media, but you might as well use the power of social media. That's where everyone's going, right? And again, Mel and I specialize in that. So social media, you get an entire course and training on how to do that as well. And last but not least, the community and introductions, okay? So the typical brokerage, and I'm talking about a huge community, okay? A massive community with lots of introductions. Your typical brokerage, your local brokerage, won't have that, right? They're not gonna have access to a huge platform that you're talking to agents all over, right? In different cities, different provinces or states or countries. They just don't have that infrastructure. eXp is amazing in this, right? So 100% they get it. Since joining, I've been connecting with all sorts of different real estate agents in all sorts of different countries. And because I always love buying in different places, right? We're in 5 countries at the time of this video. Hopefully I'm in more countries by then. But you have a huge networking. I'm finding so many different amazing people through eXp, right? Now let's take it to the next level through the action agents. Yes, you will still get everything that eXp offers you as part of community and introductions. However, you're also going to get all the contacts that Mel and I have made in our 23 plus combined years of real estate investing, okay? All the investor focused lawyers and attorneys, accountants and CPAs, insurance brokers, mortgage brokers. I'm going to be personally introducing you, right, the intros, to the pros that understand how to do creative financing, that understand income properties, so that for yourself as a real estate agent, you can help your own portfolio. And then think even more importantly, you're going to become an investor focused agent. Your clients will be able to be helped by the introductions you're going to be able to give them. You will become so valuable to your clients that they're going to keep coming to you, and you're going to just have repeat over repeat leads who are buying properties through you. So in conclusion, I think the numbers speak for themselves, right? The typical agent at the typical brokerage, you know, you get maybe 1, 2, 3 of them, right? So that's okay. At eXp, if you go directly through someone else at eXp, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And with the action agents, which again, I would be your source of entry into eXp, I would be your sponsor, you get access to all of that, right? So to recap, should you join eXp without doing your research? Absolutely not. I want you to understand before you join. eXp is an amazing brokerage. It is the brokerage that made me get my real estate license. I was not a licensed real estate agent until I found eXp brokerage. And then once I realized all the rev share and the stock and all the amazing opportunities for community networking, I got my real estate license. And now I've created my own team to be able to have the best value stack for anyone joining. Now, if you're interested in joining the action agents and you want to have a further conversation with me, go in our bio and click the link, fill out the form, and I'll be calling you personally. Hey, if you like this type of video, make sure to check out our next one on the action agents. I'm Dave, and I hope you join our team.